Alright, we are live once again for stream number 2 of the day. Come on, a little bit later than I want it to be, because we've got some games that are already underway and towards the end, although haven't really missed too much. Closest game we got right now is UCLA and UCF. UCLA leading by 6. But welcome to the stream, everybody. We've also got St. John's, Northern Iowa. St. John's up 17 right now, and Purdue is destroying Queens. They're up 96-58. We also saw Iowa beat Clemson 67-61. Utah State beat Villanova by 10, 86-76. And Tennessee destroyed Miami, Ohio 78-56. That's pretty much all I missed in between streams. But we got a 9-point game here between UCLA and UCF. Make it actually a 12-point game. UCLA hits a 3. 4:10 to go. UCF trying to come back. Daly has 20 points for UCLA. Here's a corner 3, wide open for UCF. Can't respond. Rebound back out, wide open 3 again. Again, they miss. We get a foul called against UCF on the rebound. So UCLA will take over. 3:53 to go. As far as the next game's up, we've got Florida and Prairie View A&M starting in a couple minutes. We got Kansas Cal Baptist in 20 minutes. Or really, that'll be after St. John's and Northern Iowa finishes. Then we've also got Furman and UConn in like 30 minutes. And then in a little under an hour, 45 minutes to be exact, we've got Miami and Missouri in the final game of the first round. But overall, my bracket's looking pretty good. Didn't start the day too well. We took Santa Clara. We took Akron. Also took Hofstra, but still up at 200 points. So not too mad about that. I think I've only got 4 or 5 mistakes in my entire bracket, and I've only got 1 mistake of teams going to Sweet 16. Let's see, I took Ohio State. They did not win. That's 1 mistake. Second mistake was St. Mary's. Third mistake, Akron and Hofstra. And then Santa Clara. So I've got 5 mistakes as far as first round winners go. And I've only got 1 team I have going to the Sweet 16 eliminated. And that is Akron. According to ESPN, I'm currently in the 87th percentile. Ranked 3.5 million. That's a lot of people. Just 787 perfect brackets remaining after the Iowa-Clemson game. This UCLA-UCF game, going to cut them in half, or almost in half again. It'll cut it by about a third, with about 300 taking UCF, about 500 taking UCLA. And then the Miami-Missouri game later tonight, that is going to cut them in half again. So there's not going to be many perfect brackets left. But we wait for them to come back from commercial. Who won Villanova? No, Miami, Ohio lost. Yeah, Miami lost. Utah State won that game. Utah State won 86-76. So we got a 12-point UCLA lead. They're up by 12. 63-51. 3:53 to go. Oh, UCF with a steal here. And they'll put it in for 2. Make it a 10-point game. This time UCLA gets it to Donovan Dent. UCLA has only turned it over 6 times. UCF with 15. That is a lot of turnovers. Dent almost loses this year, and it goes out of bounds off of UCF. So UCLA will keep possession. 15 on the shot clock. So they'll get the ball in. Here's the drive inside. Kick out to the corner. 4-3. No good. Rebound goes to UCLA. And second chance effort doesn't go either. This time UCF pulls down the rebound. And here's a corner 3 in transition. It's good. UCF not out of it yet. 7-point game. So 3 minutes to go. Burks, number 99 there for Central Florida. He's hit 4 threes in this game. Here's a pass inside. Lost the ball, and UCF. They call it tie-up? Yeah, they call it a tie-up. So it'll be UCLA ball. With 2:40 to go. I thought UCF was going to dive on that. Oh, somebody almost lost a tooth right there, looks like. Not something you see every day in basketball. Hockey, sure, but not really basketball. Oh, he did lose a tooth. He got elbowed in the face. And he lost a tooth. Oh, man. That looks not fun. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, how often do you see somebody lose a tooth playing basketball? Is Dwayne Johnson there, the tooth fairy? They might need him. One of the teammates for UCLA just went over to collect his tooth. That's kind of gross, touching somebody else's tooth. Or maybe it's not. Now they've got somebody go clean the floor. That is definitely not something you see every day. A basketball player loses a tooth. Yeah, it was an elbow. So now they're just cleaning the court. Now one of the UCF guys, it looks like he might have cut his elbow when he elbowed him in the mouth. So he's getting his elbow taped up so he doesn't get blood everywhere. Interesting. That would hurt, yeah. Sounds very painful. but not something you see every day in basketball. So 2:40 to go. They're still queening the court. As far as, oh, this is the only game on right now. St. John's Northern Iowa is over. St. John's won that game big. Purdue also beat Queens by a lot. St. John's won 79-53. Purdue beat Queens 104-71. So we resume play here. UCF has it going the other way. That shot gets blocked. And UCLA with it. 2:15 to go. Good ball movement by UCLA. Here's the lob inside. And they're going to count the basket and the foul. Look like they were trying to go for the alley-oop, but I'm sure they'll take that as well. So Xavier Booker at the line for UCLA. 2:01 to go. UCLA up by 9. So the free throw for Booker is good. Oh, that's terrible. UCF is 1 for 9 from the free throw line in the second half. That is awful. Here's a 3 for UCF. No good. Putback is in. And we got a timeout by UCF. Okay, every time they cut to Mick Cronin over on the sideline, the guy looks like he's insanely upset about everything. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen the guy happy. But we got a 8-point game, 1:49 to go. Florida and Prairie View A&M going to start in a few minutes. Florida is a 35.5-point favorite. That is a lot of points. Not a fan of Cronin. Ever since he was the UC coach. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy, like, I can understand why people don't like him. The guy's always mad about something. So let's see, the ball goes out of bounds here. They cut back from commercial late. So the ball goes out of bounds off UCLA, but that's a foul. He grabs his arm. So UCF is challenging. Now, apparently they cannot add the foul on the replay. But they can reverse the call for whose ball it is, which is what they'll do. Bob Huggins was the coach you liked. He was at West Virginia, right? Maybe I made that up. Yeah, he was the West Virginia coach from 2007 to 2023. He coached at Walsh, Akron, Cincinnati, Kansas State, and West Virginia. Yeah, I remember him from West Virginia. So it's a successful challenge by UCF. I mean, I still don't know how you don't call that a foul, but at least they get it right with whose ball it's supposed to be. I mean, that is an obvious foul. So minute 30 to go, they try a bounce pass, but gets stolen by UCLA, another UCF turnover. And we got a foul or a UCLA timeout? Mick Cronin was right there, call a timeout, but I think he might have gotten fouled first. Yeah, the foul before the timeout. So the guy who just lost the tooth, Sky Clark, gonna shoot free throws. He was excellent with Cincinnati. UC played a lot of full court pressure. Yeah, he was a good coach. Minute 15 to go, 8-point game. And that layup is good. Uh-oh. Alright, stream just froze. Not sure why. I think we're good now. Alright, so 1:06 to go. And now we've got a timeout called by UCLA. So with 58 seconds to go, they call a timeout. Just gonna refresh this because it froze. Yo, what the heck? Why is my computer so slow now? Alright, give me 1 second. Oh, I never put this banner back up. Did I lose internet? Hold on. No, I didn't lose internet. Alright, give me 1 second while I get this back up. But we got a 6-point game here. 57.8 to play. Maybe it's an ESPN problem, because I can't get ESPN to load. Lag for 5 to 8 seconds. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something happened. I saw that. Stream froze for a second, but now everything's taking forever to reload, so I'm not sure. But UCLA shooting free throws here. Donovan Dent at the line. Makes the first. And the second for Donovan Dent. Is good. So here's the drive inside, trying to get a quick 2. Layup is good. Banks it in. 6-point game, 52.1 to go. And there's a quick foul. So UCLA goes to the line. 6 seconds, a 6-point game, 50.8 seconds to go. Could be YouTube too. It could be, but I think this is a problem on my end, because it was my stream that went off or whatever. Alright, let me pull up the scoreboard again. Give me a second for that. Alright, now everything's loading fine. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened before. Alright, there we go. Alright, 40 seconds left. UCF just missed a shot, and then they'll foul with 35.6 to go. So 8-point game. Trent Perry at the line for UCLA. First free throw is good. And the second free throw for Perry. With 35.6 on the clock. It is no good. Swirls out. So UCF the other way. And here's a 3. It's good. 28.1, 6-point game. That's a big shot. And there's the final timeout for UCF. So they take a timeout. And while they're at the timeout, I'm going to update these scores down here. On the other games that have finished. So I'll put Utah State, Villanova up there. Or technically down there. We've also got Tennessee 78, Miami, Ohio 56. And then I'll put the next stoppage. So a 6-point game, 28.4 on the clock for UCF. So 6-point game. UCF not out of it yet. UCLA gets the ball in. And a foul gets called. With 26.7 on the clock. So Perry will go to the line to shoot free throws again. He just went 1 for 2 from the line. So 6-point game. First free throw is good, make it a 7-point game. Second free throw is no good. 7-point game. Here's a 3 for UCF. No good. UCF gets their own miss. A foul gets called. 21.6. So that sends UCF to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As they're in the double bonus. Both teams are. So the officials are going to review something. Oh, the clock started too late? Is that it? So the clock didn't start on time. That's what the problem is. So they might take some time off the clock. So 7-point game. So we missed the free throw with 26.7, and the clock never stops. Or it never starts, I mean. How stupid you have to be to foul knowing you're down and knowing they get free throws. Well, and that's the whole idea. So they hope they miss the free throws and the clock is stopped. So they're still trying to resolve this clock issue. Alright, so they put 19.6 on the clock. But their career went out better, you feel me? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Sometimes it doesn't always, or usually it doesn't work, but it's kind of like the last hope. First free throw for UCF is good, 72-66. 19.6 to go. And the second free throw is no good off the rim. Rebound is tipped back out. UCF has it, then gets knocked up in the air. UCLA now comes away with it. And he loses it off his knee and out of bounds. He just dribbled it off his knee. Oh my. It went off his knee and out of bounds, and now UCF gonna have the ball Wow, that is bad. So 6-point game, 12.5 to go. They get it in and hit the three right away. 10.6 on the clock. They get it in. They're going to try to go for the steal, and they get the foul. 8.3 to go. But that was a huge shot. .3 to go. Got a good free throw shooter at the line. But he missed one before. I think they were just checking the clock. It's impossible to win this game. Not necessarily. I mean, it's possible for UCF to win it right here. Might not be super likely, but it's definitely possible. So the first of the two free throws, 8.3 seconds to go. And the first one's good, puts UCLA up by 4. UCLA 11 for 15 from the free throw line. UCF terrible, 5 for 16. And we've also got a timeout called by UCLA before this second free throw. I gotta look this up. Is UCF a terrible free throw shooting team? Because going 5 for 16 is brutal. Alright, so the free throw percentage leader in the country is Harvard at 80%. UCF shoots free throws at 74%. So, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, it's not very good. But it's not like they're shooting 64% like Air Force is, who's the worst free throw shooting team in the country. Yeah, that's not terrible, but they just have not made their free throws today. They're 5 for 16. This would be an entirely different game if UCF has made their free throws. But we got a 4-point game, 8.3 seconds on the clock. Yeah, that's a ton of wasted points. So here is Trent Perry's second free throw. He's 6 for 9 from the line today, although usually an 87% free throw shooter. And the second free throw is good. 5-point game, 8.3 seconds to go. So they get it in. And they're going to go for the quick 2. And they got it, but that took a lot of time. Now down to 3.6. And there's a foul. 1.3 seconds come off the clock, so we're left with 2.3. And 2 shots here for UCLA. So if you're UCF, you gotta hope that he just misses them both, because if he makes one, this game pretty much over. So Sky Clark, an 86.1% free throw shooter at the line. And his first one is no good. So 2.3 seconds. The second free throw is good. That puts UCLA up by 4, and that should pretty much do it. So they got a shot off. It was only a 3. Missed the shot. So UCLA survives 75-71. And they'll play either UConn or Furman in the next round. UConn or Furman will start at 10:25. Now that this game is over. Put this game on our scoreboard on the bottom. We only got one game on right now. That is Florida and Prairie View A&M. So I guess we'll be forced to watch them for a while. Or a little bit. 23-15 right now. Cal Baptist and Kansas starts in 7 minutes. As does Missouri and Miami. That's the one I'm most interested in watching. Missouri-Miami. Let's also change the title here. Now that these games are over. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's go Florida, Prairie View A&M. Florida by 8. And now Florida by 10 plus the foul. As Chinyu gets the bucket and got fouled. And they go to commercial. But the winner of Florida, Prairie View A&M, so most likely Florida, will play Iowa in the second round after they beat Clemson. Florida on a 10-0 run in the last 240. So we wait for them to come back from commercial. A 10-point lead for Florida. Give me 1 second. But we still wait for them to come back from commercial. Florida will have free throws on a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Got Cal Baptist over Kansas. I took Kansas. I mean, the upset's definitely possible. But I don't know. I took Kansas, though. Wow, this is really interesting. Prairie View A&M has made 5 shots from the field. All 5 have been threes. They are 5 for 7 from deep. This sounds like Chase Johnston, the high point guy. Prairie View A&M is 0 for 7 on 2-point shots, and they're 5 for 7 on 3-point shots. Yeah, I also took Kansas to lose in the second round. I've got them beating Cal Baptist tonight, and then losing to St. John's in second round. So the free throw from Chinua is good. Florida, 22 of their 26 points have come from the paint. Prairie View A&M the exact opposite. All 15 points from the 3-point shot. And we got a foul called against Florida. You guys got Miami. I took Missouri tonight. That was another one where I just have no idea. But I took Missouri. But that's one I'm excited to watch. One can definitely go either way. So 26-15, Florida leads. Drive inside from Prairie View A&M. And they'll give it up back outside. 5 to shoot. There's a turnaround jumper from the free throw line off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Florida. Here's Lee for 3. Oh, man, it swirls out. And then goes out of bounds. So it goes out of bounds off of Florida. So it'll be Prairie View A&M with the ball here. Corey Dunning has played over 500 minutes, but he's only taken like 30 shots for Prairie View A&M this year. That's kind of crazy. Well, we got Kansas Cal Baptist and Missouri Miami going to tip off in about a minute. I took Kansas and I took Missouri. And the UConn Furman starts in like 20 minutes. I took UConn there, although I do think that game could be closer than some people might think. So let's see. Florida is challenging the call on the court of Prairie View A&M ball. And it is reversed. So it is Florida ball. Still have a 10:15 to go in the first half. How old am I? I'm 19. UConn's severely overrated. Yeah, I'd agree. They're not playing that well. I've got them losing in the second round to UCLA. Like, I mean, UConn, they've also got the potential to go in a deep run, but I just don't see it with the way they've been playing. Here's Chinua inside. He lays it in. More points in the paint for Florida. 10 to shoot for Prairie View A&M. Now 5 to shoot. Here's another 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Here's Condon driving inside. He puts up a floater off the glass and in. Plus the foul. Fully expecting me to say 14, not gonna lie. Yeah, everyone always says that. I look young. But yeah. Florida and Prairie View A&M like the exact opposite. Almost all of Florida's points are 2s. They have not made a 3. And all of Prairie View A&M's points are 3s. And they have not made a 2. Cal Baptist on a good streak, that's why I picked them. Yeah, I mean, they could be good. I don't really know too much about them. But I mean, I took Kansas. I know Kansas is a good team, but kind of inconsistent. Loose ball here. Condon goes diving on the floor for it, and Florida comes away with it. Up by 16, 31-15. Condon passed to the corner. Now Condon gets it in the post. Pump fake, and then he lost the ball. And Prairie View A&M comes away with it. The drive inside, and still no 2-pointers for him. Here's a pass inside. Chinyulu got his defender in the air, and he lays it in. Man, this Florida front court is going to be unstoppable. Florida's on an 18-0 run in the last 450. I wonder how many of those 18 points have come from the paint. Probably a lot. We got a foul called against Florida here. 8:01 to go. Only 700 perfect brackets left. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I feel like the upsets this year haven't even been that unpredictable. Like, I mean, yeah, there's been some upsets, but it's not been anything like crazy. And we're still down to not many brackets that remain perfect. Got another foul here. That goes against Florida. So they're up 33-15, 7:51 to go in the first half. On ESPN, we're down to 423 perfect brackets. One of those perfect brackets took Prairie View A&M. 29 of them took Cal Baptist. So, if Cal Baptist does pull off the upset, that will really hurt the amount of perfect brackets. And then as far as Miami, Missouri goes, they're pretty much split. Of the remaining perfect brackets on ESPN, 218 took Miami, 205 took Missouri. That's kind of what you'd expect with the 7-10 game. To you, Wisconsin's the only real upset. I mean, I would agree. Like BYU, North Carolina are technically upset seed-wise, but like, a lot of people pick those upsets. But, I mean, anytime an 11 beats a 6, I would still consider it an upset. But Florida's dominating, so let's go switch to a game that's actually close. And we'll watch some of Miami and Missouri for a little bit. And I'm also going to edit this title again. Don't need the Florida game in there. Most games near 50-50, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, even like VCU and North Carolina, even though it felt more like 50-50 as opposed to an 11-6. So, like, I know what you mean. But we wait for them to come back from commercial in Miami, Missouri. Kansas leading Cal Baptist 8-3. Florida leading Prairie View A&M 33-15. Alright, so now they're back from commercial. 5-2, Miami leads. 4.5 minutes in. This game is played in St. Louis, by the way, so Missouri definitely would have the advantage there, being close to home. They try to go for the lob inside, but it gets broken up, and Missouri comes with it the other way. The layup gets wedged in between the backboard and the rim. We got a wedgie. They're actually going to count the basket. And they're going to call goaltending. That does look like the right call. It does hit the backboard first. So they count the points for Missouri, 5-4. There's a bounce pass inside, blocked by Missouri. That one was a clean block. Pump fake to 3, sidestep off the front of the rim. SEC should know they can't beat Miami in college football. That is true. Miami with the 2 point. 2 points there, so 7-4. Ten to shoot. There's a step back 3. It's good. Tie game at 7. 14 minutes left in the first half. Here's Trey Donaldson with it for Miami. He gives it up. Working his way inside, high off the glass, does not go. And then goes out of bounds off of Missouri. So tied at 7, shot clock at 9 for Miami. And they get it in. It gets deflected out of bounds again. So they'll move the spot on the baseline and inbound it again. So they get it in. Here's Donaldson. Gotta get a shot off. Here's an open 3. It's good. Miami up by 3, 10-7. As Washington nails the 3. Miami 2 for 3 from deep already. Missouri 1 for 5. Here's Mark Mitchell with it for Missouri. He gives it up. Here's a 3 for Missouri. Did not even hit the rim. Straight off the backboard. Here comes Miami the other way. In the corner, thought about the 3, then lost the ball. They're able to get it back. And back out to Donaldson. He finds an open guy. He drives in. Gives it up at the last second, and that one goes. 12-7. A lot of passing on that possession. Here's Mitchell. He got fouled on the floor. Kansas leads Cal Baptist 8-3. Florida is destroying Prairie View A&M, as you'd expect. So 12-7. That foul we just had was the first foul of the game. They put it into the corner, open for 3. Doesn't hit. And Miami comes away with the rebound. Long pass ahead. And they'll slow it down. Here's Donaldson with it. He gives it up. Another 3. That one off target. They're to get their own miss. Here's another 3 for Miami. That one rattles out as well. Missouri comes away with it. Here's Mitchell. He thought about the 3. And now here is a 3. It's good. 12-10. Stone hits one for Missouri. And now we got a foul called against Missouri. It's their first one as a team. But 12-10, 11:38 to go in the first half. Missouri up. Kansas Cal Baptist 8-5. And Furman UConn now not set to tip off until 10:31. So another 8 minutes. That'll be a late finish. But hopefully that game's not going to be that close. So shouldn't have to stay on for the entire game, but obviously you never know. Give me a second. Do I have internet? Okay, I do. I don't know why my computer is not loading things. Hold on, that's weird. Give me 1 second, I'll try to fix this. No, maybe I don't have internet now. Hold on. I don't know what's going on right now. No, now it works. This is so strange. Well, now I can't get back to the comments, so sorry about that. I can't see what you guys are saying. Alright, but they're back from commercial. Hopefully this loads eventually. So 12-10. Miami leads. They got the ball here after the foul against Missouri. Donaldson gets to the corner. And here's the drive inside. And turnaround jumper, no good. Got his own miss back. Kicks back out for three. Wide open. It's good. 15-10. 5-point Hurricane lead. Alright, that is so weird. So it's only YouTube Studio that won't load. That's the weirdest thing. And it's only one computer, because I can pull it up from my phone or my other computer. Oh, maybe... No, I can. That is so weird. Give me a second. Why? Sorry if not responding to any of your guys' chats. I can't see them because I can't get them back up. I don't know. It's still loading. But anyway, we've got Miami at the line shooting free throws. .10:44 left in the first half, and the free throw good. Make it 16-12. Miami leads. Here's Mitchell. And held without a point so far for Missouri. Their leading scorer. Seven to shoot. Ball gets knocked free. And then a foul gets called. I think this is going to go against Miami. Alright, I gotta find a way to get the comments up a different way. I'll just pull them up with my phone for now. But a 4-point game. $9:50 to go in the first half. Here's a drive inside, and it goes. Plus the foul. 19-12. Miami leads. YouTube been flaky today for you too. It's weird because it's not just YouTube, or it's not YouTube. It's just YouTube Studio, which is what I use to like view all the analytics and pull up the comments and all that stuff. Like I do not know why that's not loading, and it's so weird because it's just the one computer. Like I've got no idea why it's not going to load. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. So 9.5 minutes to go. Here's a kick to the corner for 3. It's good. 3-point. Miami lead as Missouri cuts the lead in half. Both teams made 3 threes in this game. Here's the drive inside. The floater gets blocked out of bounds. With exactly 9 minutes to go in the first half. It's already the third block of the first half for Missouri. UConn Furman is now tipped off as well. So they get it in. Donaldson, a wide open 3. Can't hit. They get their own miss. Another 3. That one's good. 21-15. Miami with 11 second chance points of their 21. Here's the cross-court pass too high, and it goes into the front row. Off the hands of the intended player. Florida's a squatter. Yeah, that game is not close. 60-21? Wow. 60 points and a half is insane. That's a lot of points. Here's Miami with it, driving inside. And the layup might have gotten blocked. Rebound goes to Missouri. Here's a spin inside, off the glass and in. 21-17. Miami leads. Here's Donaldson, kicks to the corner. Open for 3. Can't hit. Rebound goes to Miami. And Missouri trying to keep it in play. They cannot. He steps on the baseline while touching the ball. So it'll be Miami ball. We got 7:35 to go in the first half. While Kansas is destroying Cal Baptist 23-8. With 9:05 to go. And UConn up 6-2. Oh, now I can load YouTube Studio. Alright, I got the usual setup back now. Maybe not completely. Alright, no, I got it. Well, we got Florida 60-21 at the half. Kansas 23-8, 9:05 to go in the first half there. And still not completely right. I can get everything to load, now it just won't pop the stream up. Alright, but I don't really need to see that. Oh, now we're good, I got it. I don't know why that wouldn't load for like 10 minutes, but now we're good. Everything's back to normal. And now I can focus on the game. So we wait for them to come back from commercial. Does NCAA have a mercy rule? No, but it seems like Florida and Prairie View A&M might invent one. But man, winning by 39 at the half is crazy. The score with Prairie View A&M, though, they've got 21, so it's still possible they've only hit threes. No, they've hit a couple 2-point shots now. They've hit 5 threes, 2 2-point shots, and 2 free throws. Alright, they're back from commercial here. Miami up 4. 10 to shoot, drive inside. Spin, pump fake, and rebound. Or the layup does not go. Rebound goes to Missouri. A foul was called on the rebound as well. I'm pulling up the stats for Florida Prairie View A&M. Florida has 38 points in the paint. 38 of 60 points in the paint, and they're 9 at the free throw line. That's a lot. But we got 7:21 to go in this game. Miami leads 21-17. It's going to be Miami ball on the baseline, 7 to shoot. So they'll get it in. Donaldson with 5 to shoot. And a right wing 3 off the front of the rim, no good. They get their own miss. Donaldson drives in. And he took a foul. No, he traveled. Lou Donaldson turns it over. And it's Missouri ball. Here's a pass to the wing. Here's Mitchell inside, off the rim. They get their own miss. And second chance points, not there either. And now Donaldson and Miami come away with it. Here's the drive inside. And a foul against Missouri. 6:42 to go in the first half. Mark Mitchell averaging 18 points a game, so yet to score in this game. .3. Here's a turnover by Miami. Donaldson about to come to backcourt violation. He throws it off the Missouri defender, who's just able to collect it. But Miami gets a stop on the defensive end. They've got a 4-on-1 going the other way. And they lay it in for 2. (23-17). Miami leads. Here's the pass to the corner for 3. Off the rim. Rebound. Goes to Missouri. They get the second chance. 6:05 to go in the first half. Pass inside to Mitchell. Mitchell lost the ball out of bounds. But I think they're going to call... I think they're going to call a foul on that. Missouri also had a great chance. They had a free layup going the other way, and they just missed it. A couple minutes ago. But they called a foul against Trey Donaldson. That's his second. Missouri gets it into Mitchell. Open for 3. No good. Mitchell... No, that wasn't Mitchell. That was another guy. Almost got it back. Ball goes out of bounds. And another foul called against Miami. So 23-17. .55 to go in the first half. 10 to shoot. Pass inside. Now 5 to shoot. And that one off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Miami. Miami out-rebounding Missouri 22-12. There's a pass to the outside. On the left wing. Drive in, spins inside, back out, extra pass, open for 3. Won't go. Rebound, controlled by Miami. Another offensive rebound. They've got 11. Missouri's got 3. Miami almost has as many offensive rebounds as Missouri does total rebounds. Under 5 to shoot. Here's the drive inside, layup. Does not go. They're going to call a foul. And Miami will shoot 2. So Washington going to shoot the free throws for Miami, averaging 13 points per game. He's at the line here. .448 to go in the first half. And here is the second free throw. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebound Missouri. Missouri, no points in the last 3:11. Here's Mitchell. 4-3. Off the rim. And this one goes out of bounds off of Miami. So Missouri going to keep the ball. We'll take that one. Might have gotten last touch by Missouri. Not going to lie. And they are going to take a look at that. Miami's going to challenge. I do think this is the right call. Obviously, I want to see a replay of this, but... Alright, that is definitely last off Missouri. Oh, he's even standing on the baseline when he's touching it. So yeah, that is going to be Miami ball. So they'll win that challenge pretty easily. Kansas leads Cal Baptist by 13, 27-14. And UConn up by 1 on Furman, 16-15. Wow, both teams off to a really hot start shooting the ball in the Kansas-Cal Baptist game. They were combined 0 for 9 from 3. But Kansas up by 11. Darren Peterson's got 6 in that game. Then UConn Furman. Both teams shooting 50% from the field. 8 minutes in. Oh, just saw this as well. After Iowa beat Clemson before, all 9 seeds have officially swept the 8 seeds for the first time since 2019. Iowa beat Clemson, St. Louis beat Georgia, TCU beat Ohio State, and Utah State beat Villanova. See, so I should have went with all 4 9 seeds. I was going to. You guys have probably heard me explain that before. I was going to, and then I decided I didn't want to do that, so I switched to Ohio State. And I should have just stuck with it. Alright, so they're back from commercial after the Miami challenge, and it is successful. Miami wins the challenge. They got the ball. 4:32 to go in the first half. 7-point game. This game hasn't been a blowout, but it feels like Miami's kind of been in control the entire time. And consistently up, just like it is now, 7 points. Here's the drive inside. Oh, throws it down. 26-17. Missouri has not scored in a while. Here's the kick to the corner. Open 3. No good. Rebound Miami. They got numbers the other way. That layup doesn't go, but a foul gets called. So they'll go to another commercial here. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Miami by 9. Kansas Cal Baptist. Still an 11-point game. Purdue, UConn. Oh, both those games are all commercials. Mark Mitchell still no points for Missouri. Miami's been on an 8-2 run in the last 5 minutes. Kansas on an 8-2 run in the last 3 minutes. And Florida on a 17-0 run in the last 5 minutes. Obviously, that game at halftime. Well, Florida in this game, they've had runs of 18-0 and 27-2. That's a lot to not much. But we wait for them to come back from commercial of any game, because they're all a commercial. Well, except UConn, I just saw that score change. Make it 18-15. Give me 1 second. Alright, we still wait for them to come back. Kansas extends their lead over Cal Baptist 29-16. I still think it's crazy. Florida is on pace to beat Prairie View A&M 120-42. That's going to be one of the biggest blowouts in tournament history. I mean, I don't know if they keep up that pace. Biggest blowouts in tournament history. So in a 116 matchup, the biggest blowout in history was in 1998 when Kansas beat Prairie View A&M. So I guess they just love to get blown out. It was 100-52. Or sorry, 110-52. And according to the AI overview, not including only 116 matchups, the biggest blowout is 69 points. Loyola Chicago beat Tennessee Tech 111-42. So that would be right around there when it comes to biggest blowouts in tournament history. Missouri, no points in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Pass into the corner. Here's a drive inside. Way up, that's a tough shot. Doesn't go. They get their own miss. Mitchell inside. His hook shot comes up way short. Another offensive rebound. Still can't get any points. Miami comes away with it. Get inside. That might be an offensive foul. Instead, they're going to call a blocking foul against Missouri. And Missouri not looking too great right now. Yeah, that is definitely a block. Does not have his feet set. Best way to do a bracket. Pick the opposite of Barkley's picks. Yeah, for someone who played basketball and is an analyst, the guy says some things that make no sense. Yeah, that's not a terrible strategy. Like, I remember I saw a clip of him at March Madness a few years ago. They asked him this question. Oh, I think it was last year. he was doing the halftime show with obviously the guys in the studio, and they asked him his thoughts in the first half of the game. He's like, "Oh, I'm not watching that game. I'm paying attention to a different game." Like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know. Mitchell, his shot got blocked. Actually, they're going to say a foul gets called. So Mark Mitchell will go to the line and try to get his first points of the game. And try to get Missouri's first points in a while. Mitchell in his last 2 games scoring 32 points per game. He's got 0 so far today. Now he's got 1 as he hits the free throw and makes it a 9-point game. Second free throw also good for Mitchell. Makes it 27-19. .245 to go in the first half. Here's the kick it out. 10 to shoot for Miami. Pass to the corner. Baseline drive. Gives up his dribble. And they're going to call a travel against Miami. But for Mitchell, he had scored 32 in back-to-back games. And then, so far, he's been pretty much non-existent today. His season low is 5. Against Illinois, when they, holy cow, they lost 91-48. And he had 5 in that game. But been pretty quiet so far today as well. Here's the drive inside for Miami. That shot doesn't go. Mitchell pulls down the rebound. And we just get a tie up here. Possession will go to Missouri. Oh, coast to coast right there. That was nice. This goes flying down the floor. Timeout, Miami. So a 6-point game. Miami calls timeout. The minute 42 to go in the first half. Florida is now up 65-27. Kansas up by 20 at the half. Peterson's got 15. And UConn leading Furman by 5. Reed, number 5 for UConn. He's got a double-double in the first 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Got 10 rebounds, 10 points. Or sorry, 11-11. That's pretty impressive. Might be up there for one of the fastest double-doubles in tournament history. So we got another turnover for Miami. As they throw the pass out of bounds. And momentum starting to shift a little bit here. Missouri's gotten some points. 6-point game. Miami turning it over a little bit. Mitchell drives inside. And gets fouled. So he'll go to the line. It's a 1-1 for Missouri. Mitchell's only 2 points have come from the line so far. First free throw is good. And here's the second free throw from Mitchell. And that one's also good. Makes it a 4-point game. 27-23. Minute 15 to go. Donaldson bringing the ball up the court for Miami. Donaldson lost it but got fouled. So now he'll go to the line for a 1-1. So it's a 1-1 for Trey Donaldson. That was the 8th team foul against Missouri. Donaldson, the Michigan transfer, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And the front end of the 1-1 is short and no good. So Missouri takes it the other way. Miami 3 for 8 from the free throw line. Missouri 4 for 4. That's actually been the only way Mitchell's been able to get points. Here's a 3 for Missouri, and it's good. 1-point game, 47.1 to go. Missouri a 9-0 run in the last 2:07, and Missouri calls timeout. Momentum's really shifted here late in the first half. Sorry, the Hofstra upset didn't work out, but St. John's looked good. Yeah, St. John's dominated. Be a Hofstra and Akron. A couple of my upset picks today didn't work out. I mean, at least I didn't have them going super far in the tournament. I mean, I had Akron in the Sweet 16, but they're the only team in the Sweet 16 right now that has been eliminated in the first round. I think... Do I have another Sweet 16 team playing? Besides Florida, who we know they already won? I don't have Kansas, UConn, or Missouri. So yeah, 15 of my 16 teams I have in the Sweet 16 are still alive. You had Akron too, only one in your family. Yeah, I thought they had it. Or could pull off the upset. Apparently not, though. Yeah, they're losing by like 20. Oh, that was a fairly competitive game for the majority of it. Then Texas Tech kind of pulled away late. 10 to shoot here for Miami. Inside 30 seconds left in the first half. Donaldson kicks out 3 to shoot. Mid-range jumper. Never hits the rim. Missouri comes away with it. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds left in the half. They're going to hold for the final shot. Here's the drive inside. Bounce pass down low. Got to get a shot off. They get the shot off and it rolls out. 27-26. We go to halftime. A defensive game. Miami up 1. But Missouri ends the half on a really good note. Alright, so let's see. Florida is going to end up winning by about 100. They're up 75-31. Kansas Cal Baptist, 20-point game at the half. So we'll watch UConn and Furman right now. That's a close game. And not at halftime. UConn up by 5. All 16 of yours still alive. That's pretty good. Yeah, my only one that's not is Akron. So not looking terrible. Like, that's the one thing. If you pick the teams who you've only got them winning a game or so, and they lose in the first round, that's really not that bad. 'Cause you still got all those points you can get later for making runs Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, and even championship. I mean, I'm sure I'll have some more teams that I've gotten Sweet 16 get knocked out over the next couple of days in second round, but so far, not so bad. Definitely one of my better brackets of recent memory through the first round, not including these games on right now. Or although, I mean, even if you want to include the games on now, Kansas looks like they're going to run away with that. I took them, took Florida. Really, the only two in question right now is Missouri and Miami. And even if I get those two wrong, I've only got them winning just that game. I've got them both losing in the second round. Alright, I just said Missouri and Miami. I'm at Missouri and UConn. So a 3-point game. UConn leads. There's a pass inside, back outside. Here's Bell for 3. No good. Someone went flying out of bounds for UConn to try to save that. He tried to save it, but could not. So it's a Furman ball. It's the first time we've seen Furman in the tournament since their upset of Virginia, and that crazy finish. That ball bounced off the top of the backboard. Ended up being no good. And UConn takes it the other way. Pass down low. And shot no good, but foul called. 5:55 to go in the first half. UConn by 3. Second round of our brackets start falling fast. Yeah, that's true. My bracket usually gotten cooked by all the upsets in the first round. But this year I've done a pretty good job with the upsets. Now I'm hoping that can continue to the second round. Harris Reed has 14 points, 14 rebounds for UConn. And he misses the free throw. And it bounces out of bounds. So a 4-point game. Furman for 3. No good. They call a foul on the 3? They did. Wow. They're going to get solo ball for the foul. His second foul of the game. That's not a good foul right there. Also not a ton of contact, so I'm not really sure where they get that foul from. So Tom House shooting free throws. He made the first. Makes the second. And third free throw, no good. Rebound, UConn. 5.5 to go in the first half. Been a pretty close game. 1 tie, 2 lead changes. Largest lead for UConn was 8. Shot clock at 10. Gotta get a shot up. 3 to shoot. Drive inside. Floater is good. 4-point UConn lead. Here's Furman the other way. Lost the ball. And Furman looked like they were able to get it back, but they're going to call a tie-up. With 4:57 in the first half. Looks like Florida starters sitting out the second half. Wouldn't be surprised. Considering they're up by like 90. Here's a 3 off the inbound. It's good. 1-point game. House, the guy who just shot the free throws, for getting fouled on the 3. Makes the 3 this time. UConn not shot the ball well. Just 1 made 3 in 10 attempts. Again, shot clock winding down for UConn. 5 to shoot. Inside, that goes. We got a foul or timeout here? I think a foul. We got a foul called against UConn. 4:07 to go. Florida's got a few starters in right now. But I would be pretty surprised to play one of their starters. Although the thing with Florida is they're so deep. I mean, they're still going to keep destroying Prairie View A&M. Here's a 3 for UConn. Wide open. Can't hit. Long rebound. They get it back. Here's the drive inside. Towards the rim. It's in. Alex Caraban has 7 after that one. Here's a 3 for Furman. It's good. 33-31. House has 10 and has hit back-to-back threes for Furman, who's shooting 45% from 3. Here's a floater. That's good. UConn by 4. Here's the drive inside, an easy 2 points right there for Furman. 35-33. Wilkins has 15 already for Furman. Almost has half their points. Here's the pass inside. That one doesn't go. Foul gets called. So Reed at the line shooting free throws. Florida scoring slowed down. Was curious. Makes sense. $84-33 is still crazy. Like they're scoring. They've scored 87 points. 87 points in 31 minutes. Why did that just update and put St. John's starting? That game's been over for hours. Alright, now it fixed itself. That was weird. Okay, yeah, 31 minutes. They're scoring 2.8 per minute, which is just like Iowa State was scoring before. That puts them on pace to score 112 for Florida. So Iowa State was on that similar pace. They ended up scoring 108 in their game against Tennessee State. We've seen two teams hit 100 today. Iowa State 108, Purdue 104. Also saw a couple teams hit 100 yesterday. With Michigan, who scored like 104. And Illinois scored a lot. Oh, and St. Louis. St. Louis scored 102, Illinois 105, Michigan 101. Give me 1 second. Well, this is interesting. The animal mascots are 17 and 20 so far, with 2 dogs remaining. UConn and Gonzaga. That doesn't... How is that a good stat? Like, every mascot's an animal. I don't know, that doesn't make a ton of sense. So here is Reed. He's got 16 points. Now 17. He's got almost half of UConn's points. That free throw's off the mark. And this one goes out of bounds off Furman. Furman might challenge that. They don't, though I do think they did go off UConn. Caravan for 3. Doesn't hit. Offensive rebound. Reed grabs another. Reed gets through him. He lays it in. He's got 19. "19 points, 15 rebounds, not missed a shot from the field. House for 3. No good. Reed with another rebound. Cross-court pass. .105 to go. Guess Gator beats Prairie Dog. Yeah, I guess so. Apparently by a lot, too. Here's a 3 for UConn. Man, they really cannot shoot the 3 today. Scramble for the ball. And we're going to get a tie-up. So go UConn's way. They've got the possession arrow. So 50.7 to go. Here's the drive inside, an easy layup for two. 40-33. UConn leads. Under 30 seconds left in the half. Lost the ball, gets tipped back out. UConn comes away with it. And they threw it out of bounds. Oh, a terrible pass. They had a good opportunity right there, and they threw it out of bounds. Don't understand the mascot stat either. Yeah, that makes no sense to me. That's like saying teams are going to be 32-32. Obviously, because the team wins every game, loses every game. And like almost every mascot is some kind of animal. And not every one, but most of them. Like, let's see. Is a Buckeye an animal? I don't even know. I'm not going to go count them all because there's 64 teams, but I would assume at least, I don't know, 45, 50 of them are animals. Alright, this is kind of crazy. Prairie View A&M and Florida were tied at 15. Florida outscored them 45-6 from that point to the half. And since then, they have outscored them a lot to not much. Let's see. 92. They've outscored them 77-24. That's a lot. That's a big difference. 5 seconds left in the half. Furman comes away with it. 3 in transition to end the half. It's good. Furman ends the half with a 3. 40-36. Furman giving UConn some trouble. And it's a 4-point game at the half. And Furman with a nice shot. Going to the half. Dan Hurley is not happy. I'm actually going to switch this title. I'm going to remove Cal Baptist Kansas, and I'm going to put UConn Furman, because that seems like it might be an interesting game. I always want to go over at UConn in all caps, but I got to. But it's just the UC that are capital. I was just gonna ask, a Buckeye's a nut. Yeah, like how do you compare a nut to an animal? I guess you could say they lose because an animal would eat a nut. But I don't know. So we got Florida leading Prairie View A&M 94-40. That doesn't even sound like a real score. Kansas leading Cal Baptist 44-20. And Miami leads Missouri 27-26 at the half. But we got some close games, that's for sure. But a very close game here. UConn and Furman at the half. $40-36. UConn came into this game as massive favorites. But I did see somebody say Furman was a really good 15 seed. And they just not been healthy all year. And now that they're healthy and playing to their potentials, he thinks they're more of a 12-13. I forget who said that, but I mean, it could be true. Playing pretty well. Buckeyes are poisonous nuts. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Reed for UConn has 19 points and 16 rebounds in the first half. He has more rebounds himself than the entire Furman team. That's impressive. I wonder what the record for most rebounds in a game is. The tournament record for most rebounds in a game is 34. Frank Cohen of Temple holds the all-time NCAA tournament record for most rebounds in a single game, securing 34 against UConn, actually. March 16th, 1956, in the Sweet 16. That's a lot of rebounds. Oh, Missouri and Miami has started the second half, so we'll watch that while UConn Furman is at halftime. Miami up 1, 31-30. Missouri ended the half on a really good note. Let's see if they can carry that into the second half. There's a baseline drive for Missouri. Bounce pass inside. Lost the ball. Had a great opportunity for two. But they couldn't connect on the pass. Five blocks for Missouri, 0 for Miami. But Phillips, the Missouri big man, got 3 fouls already. He's still out in the 4, though. Got to be careful. We got a foul called here against Missouri, not against Phillips, though. Goes against Barrett. So here's 2 free throws for Miami. And the first one's good. Puts them up by 2. 18:08 to go into the first half. Second free throw comes up short. Mitchell pulls down the rebound. The struggles shooting free throws continue for Miami. They're just 4 for 10. Saw UCF terrible shooting free throws earlier. That cost them the game. Here's Barrett inside. Or that's not Barrett. Phillips? Yeah, Phillips, the guy with 3 fouls. With a massive dunk, ties it at 32. Got 6 points. Donaldson deep 3. Doesn't go. Rebound goes to Miami. And they get the second chance points on the way up. Miami making a difference in the offensive glass. 12 offensive rebounds. 14 second chance points. Here's Mitchell with it. He drives in. Lost the ball. Donaldson comes away with it. Michigan running the 4. Miami running the 4. He was at Michigan last year. 3-on-1 the other way. And the ball ends up going flying out of bounds. So free throws for Miami. First one no good off the back of the rim. So 17:05 to go. Miami up 2, and it'll stay that way. Both free throws no good, as they continue to be terrible from the free throw line. They're now 4 for 12. Missouri has more free throws made, and they have half as many as attempts. There's Mitchell on the outside. Mitchell, bad pass, miscommunication. And he throws it out of bounds. Mark Mitchell not having his best game. He's got 4 points today. Has not made a shot from the field. All of his points have come from the free throw line. Here's a kick out to Donaldson for 3. It's good. 37-32. As Donaldson hits a 3. Donaldson's got 6. Here's Mitchell down low. Mitchell gives up his dribble. 5 to shoot. Here's the drive inside. And we got a foul called against Miami. Missouri will shoot 2 at the line. So they'll go to commercial here. Kansas leading big 52-31. Florida leading 102-47. And obviously Miami by 5. And Furman, UConn is still tied at halftime. Let's see how many brackets have each that are still perfect. Or how many perfect brackets have each team here. I would think we'll see quite a few get busted if UConn ends up losing. There's just 15 people of the 423 brackets that remain perfect. Just 15 of them have taken Furman to move on. Of those 423, 218 took Miami, 205 took Missouri. So we'll be looking at about 200 perfect brackets remaining after this game. And it could be as low as 15 or lower if Furman ends up upsetting UConn. Although it's still an entire half to play there. Alright, so we wait for them to come back from commercial. Miami with 14 second chance points on 12 offensive rebounds. So 37-32. Free throws for Missouri. First one good. Jaden Stone shooting free throws. Got 10 points. Make it 11. As nails both free throws. Here's the drive inside for Miami. Back out. Donaldson now drives inside. And his fadeaway is good. 39-34. Here's Mitchell. He gives it up. Stone for three. It's good. And the foul. Stone a chance at a 4-point play. He got fouled and made the three. And he completes the 4-point play. I think Furman can beat UConn. I think they definitely could. They've played pretty well. 4-point game at the half. I definitely think they've got a chance to pull off the upset. Here's Donaldson. Pump fakes the three. Now drives inside. Donaldson. High arcing shot off the glass. No good. Here's a three on the second chance. That rims out. Another offensive. Actually, no, this time Missouri comes away with it. Stone thought about the three. And, bounce pass one inside. Hook shot, no good. 1 point Miami lead. 39-38. Here's the drive inside. That one doesn't go. Missouri takes the other way. 3 in transition. Missed everything. So 1 point Miami lead. They'll slow the pace down a little bit. We got a foul called here on the shot, so Miami will shoot 2. Plus 1,200, insane price for them right now. Worth a shot for sure. Yeah, man, I think they got a chance. I always forget how that works, though. Plus 1,200. Alright, what exactly that means. The free throw good for Miami. They lead by 3. Here's Stone. Thought about the deep 3. Both teams 50% from the floor this half. Here's a pass to the corner for 3. No good. Rebound Miami. They've been the much better rebounding team today. Cross-court pass to Donaldson. He gets it back. And that one goes in. 43-38 Miami. Mitchell. Been very quiet. Stone puts up a 3. It's good. 43-41. Stone to the 4-point play before another 3 here. Stone's got 18 for Missouri. The odds on them right now is 5 for 65. Is basically the payout right now. Well, that's not bad. Here's a 3. No good. Was wide open. But another offensive rebound for Miami. Another open 3. That one's good. 46-41. 12 minutes to go. A little over. Miami with 14 offensive rebounds. Here's Mitchell inside. And Mitchell's shot. There's his first field goal. It takes a long time. But Mark Mitchell finally hits his shot from the field. He's got 6. There's a pass inside. Floater won't go off the back of the rim. And then a foul gets called on the rebound against Miami. Three-point game. 46-43 Miami leads. No, Florida, that game has now gone final. Final score is a lot to not much. 114-55. Yeah, that's close. We also got Kansas leading Cal Baptist 64-42 with 8:40 to go. So Kansas on their way to the second round. Darren Peterson's got 26 for them. What did I say Florida's score was? $114.55. I don't think I spelled that correctly. I can never spell prairie correctly. It's a hard word to spell. Let's see. Alright, I got it now. UConn starts the second half, and they start the second half with a quick 2 points as well. Definitely keep an eye on both games. Gonna keep watching this game right now, Missouri, Miami, because it's a little bit closer and later. But I'll be keeping a close eye on both, and we'll probably watch the ending to both. But they just start the second half, whereas we're 8 minutes further along in this game. UConn or Furman? I don't know. I picked UConn in my bracket, but Furman's looking really good. I'm still going to say UConn, though, but the upset is a possibility. Maybe even a little bit better than a possibility. Maybe somewhat likely at this point. So 11:36 to go. Same going for UConn. They're Furman staying in the game. Yeah, Furman just not going away. Here's a pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Missouri. We've seen a few teams like that today. That just won't go away. Akron and Hofstra were kind of like that for the first 35 minutes. And then Alabama and Texas Tech really started to pull away late. High Point was like that for Wisconsin yesterday and ended up winning it. Here's Stone, another three. That one off the mark. Here's the pass down low. That one doesn't go. Put back, no. And Miami comes away with it. 11 minutes to go. Here's Donaldson. Kicks back out. 4-3. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Missouri. Stone brings it up the floor. Oh, they almost messed that up. But they're able to keep possession. That shot gets blocked. And Miami comes away with it. Got numbers the other way. Here's a three in transition. It's good. 49-43. 10:15 to go. Timeout, Missouri. So Missouri by 6. I'm sorry, Miami by 6. With 10:13 to go. And UConn up 5, 17 minutes to go. Alright, and while we're at a commercial right here, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. Be back in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. Oh, that's actually perfect timing. They're just getting back from commercial right now. So a 6-point game. Miami leads Missouri. UConn leading Furman by 10. 50-40. So 10:05 to go. Here's a 3. It's good! 3-point game, 10 minutes to go. Robinson's got 11 for Missouri. He's hit 3 3-pointers. Here's the drive inside. That's knocked away and stolen by Missouri. Here's Stone, and he lays it in. Missouri cuts it to a 1-point game. 49-48, 9:36 to go. Oh, and he got fouled. So Stone to the line with a chance to tie it at 49. Stone averaging 13.2 per game. He's got 20 tonight. Really stepping up with Mark Mitchell having a very quiet game. Mitchell's got 6, but Stone's got 20. And his shot from the foul line's good. So we're tied at 49. Jaden Stone, 21 points, game's leading scorer. Here's the pass to the corner. Open for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Missouri. They pushed the pace the other way. Tried to throw it down, but he got fouled hard from behind. So we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, he actually got the ball right there. I mean, there's definitely contact with the arm. He gets the ball and then the arm. But they're to review it. See if it's a flagrant. I don't know, to me this just seems like a common foul. He gets the ball and then the arm, so I feel probably not a flagrant, but we'll have to see if they agree. So free throws here for Missouri to potentially give them the lead. They have not led much in this game. It's been mostly Miami, but Missouri's always been right there. About 5 points back, and they take the lead for the first time in a while. 50-49. Missouri leads. It's their first lead since 2-0. And they're up 50-49. Second free throw is also good. 51-49, Missouri leads by 2. They're on an 8-0 run in the last 45 seconds. Nine minutes to go. Under 10 to shoot for Miami. Donaldson got a good look from 3. It's good. Miami back on top. 52-51. 8:45 to play. Miami led by as many as 10. There's Mitchell inside. He kicks back out. Now Mitchell gets it back inside. His shot through contact does not go. Rebound goes to Miami. Donaldson gives it up, gets it back, and then a bounce pass inside. Nice feed. And that shot does not go. Miami's bench wanted a foul, but no foul got called. Under 8 minutes to go. There's a pass to the corner. Mitchell up top, wide open for 3. It's good! Mark Mitchell puts Missouri up by 2. 54-52. And we got a timeout, Miami. Missouri going on a run, take the lead with 7:39 to go. Up 54-52. Missouri on an 11-3 run in the last 2 minutes and 31 seconds. And they've taken the lead. And Cal Baptist's also gone on a run. They've closed the gap against Kansas a little bit. 11-2 in the last 5:19. But that game is still a 13-point game with 3 minutes left. Which, I mean, is not impossible, but still seems like kind of a lot. And UConn's starting to pull away on Furman a little bit. 56-47 with 14 minutes left. So a 2-point game. Missouri is really starting to heat up. Mitchell just hit his first 3. He's now got 9. Jaden Stone's got 21. And Missouri definitely has the momentum on their side. Got the crowd on their side as well, with the game being played in St. Louis. So UConn up 9. So they start to pull away from Furman a little bit. The winner of that game faces UCLA. The winner of this game here, Missouri-Miami, faces Purdue. They looked pretty good against Queens today, scoring over 100 points. Also saw Braden Smith set the record for most assists in a career. So congrats to him on doing that. So a 2-point Missouri lead. Here's the drive inside and kick out. Then he'll drive in. And tough shot is not going to go, but the foul gets called. They're going to call it against Jaden Stone. Florida's win was by 59 points, which is the second largest win in tournament history. Prairie View A&M has now lost by the most points in tournament history and the second most points. So, I guess they would just like to get blown out. And not just blown out, like, absolutely destroyed. So, 7:23 to go. Drew Washington at the line. He's got 5 points today. Season average of 12.1. Now he's got 6 as he ties it at 54. Stone's got 3 fouls. Got to be careful. He's been so important for Missouri in this game. This game's leading scorer. Mitchell drives in. Mitchell gives it up at the last second. That shot does not go. Donaldson passes it inside. Low post, that shot rolls off the rim, no good. No, that went in? Apparently that goes in. I definitely did not see that go in. So 56-54. Mitchell gets inside. That shot not going to go in for him. So a 2-point Miami lead. 6:10 to play. Donaldson. Top of the key 3. It's good! 59-54. 6:04 to play. Timeout, Missouri. Missouri goes on a run. Miami answers. And they're back up by 5. And Missouri calls timeout. UConn up 8 on Furman, 58-50. Kansas leads Cal Baptist by 9, 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. 66-57. Darren Peterson's got 28 for Kansas. We got 6:04 to go here. 5-point Miami lead. Miami on a 7-0 run. Right after Missouri went on a run to take the lead, Miami's taking it right back. They're on a 7-0 run in the last 90 seconds. Cal Baptist has got into a 6-point game against Kansas. Here's Stone up top. Under 10 to shoot. There's a step back. That's for 2. Does not go in. Here's Miami the other way. That one is thrown down. 61-54. Miami by 7. Now on a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell, tough shot, does not go, got fouled. He'll shoot 2. That is the 7th team foul against Missouri. UConn up 11. Kansas Cal Baptist has gotten really interesting. Kansas was up a lot. They were up by 25 points. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but they were up by at least 20, I saw. Cal Baptist is on an 18-2 run in the last 7:34. And they've erased a 26-point Kansas lead. They made it a 6-point game with 54 seconds on the clock. We've got a 7-point game here, 5:04 to go. Got play stopped for some reason. Got a Missouri player is a little shaken up. It's number 0, Robinson. Hard to see what happens there. Hard to really see anything really unusual that happens. I don't know. They're reviewing to see if there's a flagrant. I don't really think there's anything. Yeah, no foul there. Down to 30 seconds in Kansas Cal Baptist. .504 to go. Seven-point Miami lead. Donaldson. Kicks back out. Pump fake to 3. Dish inside. Back to Donaldson. 5 to shoot. Here's the drive inside. And jumping into contact, does not get that one to go. Gets his own rebound. And here's Donaldson back up top. Donaldson bounce pass inside. Kick out. Wide open for three. It's good. Miami by 10. 4:25 to go. Miami is destroying Missouri with these second chance points and the offensive rebounds. Oh, they actually ruled out a 2 before, not a 3. Mitchell for 3. It's good. That one's a 3. 63-57. Kansas put it on cruise control too soon. Yeah, it seems that way. 19 seconds left now, 6-point game. Way closer than thought it would have gotten. We got a foul called here inside. Goes against Phillips. I think that's his 4th. He doesn't like the call. So yeah, that's his 4th. And a 6-point game. So while they go to commercial, let's throw on Kansas Cal Baptist for a second. 19 seconds left. Kansas by 6. So let's watch the end of this game, then we'll go back to that. 19 seconds. Cal Baptist trying to pull off the upset. Down by 6. Kansas led by 26 at one point in this game. Winner faces St. John's in the second round. So 19.7 on the clock. Kansas gets it in. And Kansas with the dunk. Cal Baptist down 8, 11 seconds. They have to go quick. Pull up 3. No good. Off the mark. They get their own miss. Floater. Rims out. That's going to do it. 2.1 on the clock. Down by 8. Kansas is going to hold on. And hold off Cal Baptist. A furious comeback attempt going to fall short. And Kansas will hang on and go to the second round. So Kansas wins it 68-60. And they hold on for the win. UConn up 7. So now I wait for him to come back from commercial here. Missouri and Miami. 6-point game. Miami leads. They've led for the majority of the game. Miami an 11-3 run in the last 3:46. UConn up 9 on Furman, 63-54. .340 to go. First free throw is good. Puts Miami up by 7. Second free throw. Looked like that was going to rim out. Decides to fall. 65-57. 3:35 to go. Here's Stone cutting to the basket. Did not get fouled. Mitchell for three. It's good. 5-point game. Mitchell starting to make his presence felt. He's got 11 points here in the second half after not having a single shot fall from the field in the first half. Donaldson to three. Oh, it's good. Donaldson responds right away. 8-point lead for Miami. Mitchell drives in. His shot does not go, got fouled, and he'll shoot free throws. So an 8-point game. Mitchell going to the line. .243 to go. Mitchell not a great free throw shooter, 66%. He makes that one. Second free throw, also good. 6-point game. 2:43 on the clock. So Donaldson with it. Down to 2.5. Donaldson kicks to the corner. Now Miami's got it back up top. Pass inside. 5 to shoot. Puts up a shot. Oh, it banked in. And the foul. That was a contested shot. And he still got it to go. Big opportunity right here for Miami. Mizzou Miami's a good game. Yeah, this has been pretty close. Miami's always been in the lead, but Missouri's not gone away. Miami started 4 for 12 from the line. Since then, they're 6 for 6. This free throw is also good. Make it 7 for 7 after their terrible start. Nine-point game. Mitchell drives in. Floater left it short. Rebound got tipped. Grabbed by Donaldson. Now Miami's got it inside 2 minutes to play. Donaldson with 5 to shoot. Donaldson puts up a 3. It's good! Trey Donaldson! A huge 3. Miami by 12. Here's Stone. We got a timeout by Missouri. That's their final timeout. Trey Donaldson with a huge 3. Puts Miami up 12. That might be it. Furman getting closer. 6-point game. We'll check that game out in a couple minutes. I think that shot from Donaldson might be the dagger. Puts him up 12 with 90 seconds to go. I mean, not totally over, but gonna be tough for um gonna be tough for Missouri. What I'm trying to say. So we're gonna probably get 4 double-digit seeds in the second round, which would be the lowest total since 2007. We'll have 2 11s, a 10 with Texas A&M, and then a 12 in High Point. Although it could potentially be 5, depending on what happens with Furman. But last year we had 5 double-digit seeds in the round of 32. 2024 we had 8. The most in the last 20 years was 10 double-digit seeds in 2016. So 89 seconds to go, minute 29 on the clock. Missouri down by 12. They get it into Mitchell. Here's a 3, did not go. Rebound Miami. Minute 20 to go. Then we got a foul by Missouri. So the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. UConn Furman still a 6-point game. They haven't come back from commercial yet. It's now a 13-point game. And that one rims out. 1:05 to go. Mitchell inside gets fouled. .4 to play. .13 game. Looks like Miami can be on their way to the second round while they'll play Purdue. Mitchell hits another free throw, 11-point game. Missouri gonna foul. I think they might be too far out of this, though. Now the bonus plus for Miami. Alright, let's switch to watching Furman and UConn here, because this game is over. 5-point game. I mean Furman UConn. I said Furman Miami, didn't I? Alright, Furman UConn. Here we go. 5-point game. 69-64. 6:25 to go. UConn shooting free throws. First free throw is off the back of the rim. No good. Second free throw is good. 6-point game. Wilkins, 18 points for Furman. He's number 10. Got the ball in his hands here. Here's House. Here's the drive inside. Under 10 to shoot. House gets it back. 5 to shoot. And that one gets knocked out of bounds off of UConn. 2.4 to shoot for Furman. So gotta get a shot off quick. Wilkins inbounded, he gets it in. Sidestep 3. Off the rim, no good. Putback doesn't go either. A foul gets called. They're going to get Reed for the foul. And Furman will go to the line with 5:52 to go. Ben Vanderwall shooting free throws, just a 42% free throw shooter. He makes that one. Second free throw. No good. 5-point UConn lead. $5:40 to go. Here's Reed with it for UConn. 10 to shoot. Here's a 3. No good. So Furman still down 5. 5:20 to go. Here's House with it up top. He gives it up. 10 on the shot clock. Here's a steal from UConn. The pass ahead to Reed. His dunk puts UConn up 7. Terrace Reed having a huge night continues. $4:45 to go. Another steal by UConn. Terrace Reed, a career high 20 rebounds, also 29 points. That's a lot of both points and rebounds. Reed's got it here. 10 to shoot. Hands it off solo Ball. Ball, Karaban in the corner. Karaban gives it up 3 to shoot. Karaban wants it back. He got stolen by Furman. Wilkins with the steal. And a timeout by Furman. 3:59. Furman now with 1 timeout left. Furman just will not go away. 72-65, 3:59 to go. And I'm also going to put the Miami score in here. Final score is Miami 80, Missouri 66. Alright. There we go. Cropped all those a little bit as well. So 3:59 to go in the final first round game. On tomorrow. I was just going to talk about that. So tomorrow, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm not going to stream the entire day like I did today, but I'm going to stream definitely some. I think I might only stream at night. I'll probably start streaming at like 7:30, and I'll stream all the night games because there's not that many on during the day. But I think that'll be the plan. If anything changes, then something will change and I'll go on earlier, but I think that's the plan for tomorrow. I'll stream starting probably like 7:30, and I'll stream from 7:30 until the games are over. Furman putting UConn in upset watch. Yeah. Furman not going away. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I will miss the first couple games. St. Louis, Michigan, I know is on early. That's the first game. Louisville and Michigan State's on at 2:45, and then TCU Duke at 5:15. I'll probably miss those games, but I should be on by the time we get to the ending of Texas A&M Houston. And then we'll watch that. Texas Gonzaga, VCU Illinois, Vandy Nebraska, and High Point Arkansas. And probably the same plan Sunday as well. Terrace Reed is the first UConn player with 20 points and 20 rebounds in a tournament game since 1969. Furman has not hit a shot from the field in the last 2:45. Here's Wilkins with 10 to shoot. Wilkins. Step back three. No good. Rebound goes to Reed. Who else? Three and a half minutes to go. Here's Reed inside. He gets doubled. And a foul gets called. .320 to go. UConn still not in the bonus yet. So 3:15 to go. UConn by 7. There's Caravan inside to Reed. And Reed can't get that one to go. Gets his own miss. And here's a steal. No, a foul gets called. A foul gets called. And a 1-1 for UConn as they're in the bonus. That was the 7th team foul against Furman. So Malachi Smith, not a very good free throw shooter. 53.5%. He's at the line. Makes the first. Puts UConn up by 8. .302 to go. Second free throw, no good. Reed with the rebound. Shocker. So Smith gets it back here. 15 offensive rebounds for UConn, 4 for Furman. Malachi Smith with 5 to shoot. He gives it up. A 3 for UConn. Rims out. Another offensive rebound for Terrace Reed. 2.5 minutes to go. Here's Caravan with 5 to shoot. He puts up a 3. Not close. Another offensive rebound. Terrace Reed is a rebounding machine. Forgot second chance points. This is like fourth chance points. 5 to shoot. Caravan. He puts up another 3. That one goes. UConn by 11. 2 minutes left in this game. 76-65. Caravan's got 15 in the second half. Wilkins working on Caravan. Spins inside. Lost the ball. And we keep it alive. 3 from Furman off the mark. Reed another rebound. Minute 30 to go. Ten to shoot. Here's the drive inside. The spin, fade away, off the front of the rim. Reed with the rebound. And his second chance shot got blocked, but he got fouled. Minute 14 to go. Terrace Reed is unreal, the amount of rebounds this guy gets. Terrace Reed, 29 points, 27 rebounds. And he's also 12 for 15 from the field. First free throw is good. Second free throw for Reed is good. 31 and 26. It's a crazy stat line. Furman down by 13. House driving in. He got fouled. 1:04 to go. But it looks like UConn going to survive Furman. And we're going to make it through day 2 without any real major upsets. The only lower seeds we saw win was 9 seeds. Utah State and Iowa. I mean, we still had some chaos. We had the Kentucky-Santa Clara ending, which was great. But no major upsets here on day 2. We'll see what happens tomorrow. UConn gets it up to 4 here. Furman will foul with 58.8. Oh, this seems like it's out of reach right here. So Mullins, a 85% free throw shooter, 10 points in the day. So 1-1 for UConn. Going to good night now. Stream's over. You're crashing. Great stream. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a good night. So 58.8 to go. Second free throw. Also good. Here's Wilkins. Spinning inside. His way up won't go. He got fouled, but I mean, there's just not enough time here for Furman. But it's a good effort. Gonna come up short. But a great effort for Furman. UConn gonna end up holding on for the win, and they'll face UCLA in the second round. But overall, let's take a look at my bracket, and then I'm gonna end my stream. With UConn's win, I will be 26 for 32. So, I don't think that's terrible. We'll have 260 points. And only one team I had going to Sweet 16 got knocked out. That was Akron. All my other mistakes not going to cost me that many points. And as far as perfect brackets go, we're down to 204 after Missouri's loss. And we're going to be down to 195 after UConn. Boy, that is still quite the accomplishment. 195 people made it through the first round perfect. That's pretty good. But UConn going to hold on and beat Furman. That is where I'm going to end today's stream, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. All losses are 1 and out teams, not bad at all. 4-day 1, 2-day 2. Not bad. Alright, but yeah, that is where I'm going to end today's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be live tomorrow, probably at about 7:30. I'm not going to stream some of the earlier games tomorrow. I'll just stream at night. But I'll stream at 7:30 until whenever the games end, just like now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Be sure to subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss tomorrow's stream or any of their content or videos moving forward. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.